Well, hello, folks. It's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron. And man, have we got a show for you today. We got Mr. Patrick from way down in Melbourne, Australia. Paddy Joe Cooking's going to be with us for, it's not Sunday Night Live, but it's Saturday Night Live because Patrick lives in the future, man. He's already in tomorrow. So anyway, I'm not going to sit here and rattle on very much, but I just want to bring Patrick on and we'll welcome him. So, hey, Patrick, how you doing, buddy?
Mike, it's good to see you.
What's up, brother?
I hope you had a great Christmas.
Well, we did.
As best you could have it.
Yeah, we've been here by ourselves. It's been a different year. We've both been struggling with this craziness, man. But I feel a whole lot better today than I did yesterday. It just seems like every day is progressing. And Teresa's about 3 or 4 days behind. She's here with me today, but yeah, we appreciate it. I know there's been a lot of people that probably have been praying for us, and we appreciate that. So I'm going to see if can't get my comments to pull up here for some reason. I hope that's not.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any either.
Huh.
I can see them if I go to the other channel, but not here.
Yeah,
they
have been praying for us, and we appreciate that.
Sorry,
you're going to have to mute that because we'll have all kind of feedback. Yeah, I'm over on YouTube. It's the same thing that happened last week. StreamYard was showing my comments for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway. See if we can make a change here.
Got the comments on here. You need to know who's here.
Well, I want to try to change this up here a little bit before we really dive in on Patrick. Looks like Craig's in the house behind the garage barbecue. Eric, little Eric, he says uncles. All right, cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline's in the house with us.
The dude.
Yeah, Mike's with us.
Cousin Mike.
Cousin Mike. Yeah, it's your cousin, right?
It is.
Wow. Tennessee Buck Outdoors is with us. So we got a pretty good little crew in here tonight already. And so I'm going to get started, man. I just got one question I want to ask you right off the bat.
Yeah.
How long have you had your ponytail?
That's a good question. Probably about a year. I would say it took me about a year to grow it to where I could tie it back. So a year, 2 years.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, there the comments are up. The comments
come up then.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I can see.
Oh yeah, I got 23 comments. Hey, awesome. So much better when you can do that from here and you're not having to deal with that lag time with YouTube,
Yeah.
So that's good. Cool. So we can add these to the screen. So anyway, I don't see anybody has a question right off the bat for you. So now that I've asked you about your ponytail, I got one other question for you before we dive into some technical stuff and things like that. But what is the one thing that no one knows about you or would never believe?
The one thing that no one knows about me and no one would believe.
Or that no one would believe. And I'll share mine with you when you.
Well, why don't we start with you? I can't think of anything.
Well, believe it or not, when I was a kid, I rode a unicycle and delivered newspapers in the town that I grew up in.
Okay. A unicycle.
A unicycle, one wheel, brother.
How did you manage that? And why did you do that?
Oh, it was a blast. I enjoyed it. I rode around all around town and delivered newspapers.
I did that too when I was a kid, but not on a unicycle, just a normal bicycle. Yeah,
you was a paper boy too.
Yeah, it's my first job. Yep. Up there at 4 a.m, 5 a.m.
Yeah, ours come out of the evening, so we didn't have to get up early like that. So.
Yeah, I mean they don't do that now. Have little kids riding around on bicycles, but back then it was a thing that you did when you were a kid. It was $10 a week or something, and it was fun. It gave me some of my own spending money.
Absolutely.
Because I always wanted to work. Since I was a kid, I wanted my own money. So I did that, and then as soon as I was able to work legally, which I think is 14 or 15 here, you can legally work. I started working at McDonald's.
Wow.
That was my first proper job.
McDonald's was your first proper job.
Yeah, it was a good place to learn things. It's good training sort of.
Yes.
McDonald's, yeah, they're pretty switched on. But I can't. I'm trying to think of an answer to your question. Can we come? I'll think about it, and if we come back to it maybe, because I don't think there's too many secrets with me really. It's everyone. I am who I am, and yeah. I don't have any sort of strange habits. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. Probably. I'm just strange in general.
We love you, man. I really enjoy your channel and everything. Mama Z Texas Kitchen in the house with us. Good to have you.
I'll tell you one. Actually, I'll tell you. One answer could be that I'm actually very not. It took me a long time to work up the courage to start the YouTube channel, because I'm really not into being out in the public. Right? I'm a very private sort of person, so I'm sort of the opposite, strangely enough, to what I might appear to be.
You're trying to tell us you're not into public displays of affection, huh? I don't believe that, man. You're so good on camera. Hey, Billy over here at Strong's Adventure. Do you know Billy? Billy and Rhonda. Yeah, Billy and Rhonda's got a great channel. You need to subscribe to their channel if you haven't. But anyway, he's laughing at me. He said, "Mr. Cast Iron, could you not afford a bicycle?" LOL. Well, the thing about it was, Billy, we were into choppers back in those days, so I probably chopped 1 and 2, and I had to ride just one wheel. So no, it was just something I just was fascinated by, and I just taught myself how to do it. And
interesting.
So, anyway,
what a strange thing to decide to do, Mike.
Yeah, I know. Very
strange.
I know, but somebody's got to do it,
But I just quickly saw my cousin ask who's better looking, me or him. Obviously, Mike is much better looking than me. He's a lot older than me.
I don't know about that.
He's a lot older. I mean, he's basically ancient.
Are you talking about your cousin Mike or me?
My cousin Mike Wolford, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's still better looking than me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll let you guys hassle that out a little bit and wrestle that around. But anyway, I think we're all roughly in the same age group. So I'll be 57 come January the 10th. I've got Carlos with Cravens with Carlos going to be with me on that night if everything works out.
Okay. Awesome.
So I really like Carlos. He's a good dude, man.
Oh, he's fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely.
Karen's in the house, in the kitchen with Karen. Good to have her. I'm going to have her like on the 17th, I think. And we got a lot of people lined up. We're going to try to. Matter of fact, I had to add a Saturday night because a lot of my friends down in Melbourne, Australia, and London, England, and everywhere, they're living in the future. So you're already on Sunday right now, aren't you?
Yes. Where am I? Yes, Sunday. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Christmas is a distant memory.
Yeah, I know. It was definitely a different thing, but I tell you what, man, we couldn't have asked for better. We were talking about it earlier today. I'm feeling much better, and she's coming around some. She's 3 or 4 days behind me on this craziness. But we had plenty of food, man. We had friends and family bringing stuff over and just setting it on the porch and leaving stuff for us. We had more food, and then I cooked that big old pot of pinto beans. Billy over at Strong's, he gave me a hard time about that 14-inch Dutch oven pot of beans. Another big pot of beans, but anyway, we're gonna eat them for a while. Love it, but. So little Eric's in the house. Little Eric, my buddy, he sent me a little card, a little video through my email, and it really picked up my day. I was kind of down and out, but anyway, he wished me and Annie Teresa a Merry Christmas. So that was real cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, you know, I got to ask you a few technical questions. I'm sure everybody in the house kind of want to know. I know I do. Inquiry minds want to know, you know.
Right.
And Miss Mama Z says you can't go wrong with beans. Well, you're right about that. I love my
Absolutely.
pinto beans and ham. Sure
Mm.
do. Karen says, so glad you're on the man. Thank you, Karen. And the message you sent me, we really appreciated that. That really touched my heart. Well, I'm glad. I really like having
Hey,
this.
Gerald. Yes, that's what I was going to tell Mike, but I was too afraid to. I did used to box kangaroos in the circus. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Actually, it was the other way around, actually. They boxed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a terrible job.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, horrible. Yeah, not good.
You know, I guess out of ignorance, I just don't know this, but do they actually eat kangaroo meat?
Of course.
Yeah.
I haven't done a video on it yet because I don't particularly like it. I've done a few on wallaby, which I really like, which is surprising. You'd think they'd be the same, but they're quite different because wallaby's just a small kangaroo, basically. But it tastes a lot different. And for some reason, like kangaroo, it's okay, and you can easily get it at the store here. I mean, you can buy it anywhere. But I just think I'd rather have beef or wallaby or something else, to be honest. But it's pretty popular.
Yeah. Camp Dog Outdoors popped in to say hello. Good to have you with us. No doubt about it. What does it taste like?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a bit gamey, you know, it'd be a bit like venison, I suppose.
Yeah.
But not as, I've never had venison.
Oh, you never have?
No. I'd love to have it. But it's
dude,
not very common.
You got to come up here to Arkansas, man.
I know, man. Where do you think, I've been telling you, you'll see a tent in your backyard, it'll be me.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. You don't have to have a tent. We'll take good care of you.
Just leave the food by the back door. I'll come and get it, you know.
All right. Let's see. I got to do something here real quick. I'm going to try to grab your link. I can't believe I don't have that up here just yet. So anyway, well, let me ask you this. So what actually got you started initially on YouTube? What put you in that direction?
Look, I've been a fan of YouTube for I've had my channel since 2007.
Yeah.
And I was just a watcher, just loved watching YouTube. And for years I did that, and I wouldn't comment. You know, I didn't even think about it. I just would watch. I had a few channels I liked and all that sort of thing. And then sort of at the beginning of at the end of 20, where are we? At the end of 2018, is that right? 29? No, where are we? At the end of 2019, I started thinking about, wonder what it would be like to start something. And I'm sort of at a bit of a crossroads with my work. I'm not getting any younger. Now, I've heard you say some similar things, Mike. Just sort of thought, well, mate, you never know. I mean, I don't see myself starting my own business. I've just too much stress. And I just thought, well, let's give this a crack and see what happens. And if nothing happens, it doesn't matter. But it took a long time for me to work up the courage because, as I said, the last thing I ever thought I would do is put myself out there. I like being anonymous. You know, I don't really even like social media all that much, but I've gotten used to it now because you need to. And it's too late to go back because I'm out there. So I just started. I just one day got up and said, right, I'm going to make a video. I just did it, bang. But it took a long time for me to decide on the name of the channel and, all that sort of stuff. Like, what do I even want it to be a cooking channel? Because, I mean, I'm not a cook, can't cook.
I don't know about that, man.
It's the only thing I could think of to do. That's the honest truth. It's the only thing I could think of to do. And I thought, well, you know, I'll just see what happens.
Well,
and, you know.
Did you always go in that direction? I mean, was cooking is that where you started out and where you've always been, or did you kind of, deviate? I kind of deviated a little bit when I first got started. And I think we all end up really having to kind of niche down, however you want to say it. Niche, some people say, or niche, but I ended up having to niche down to cast iron. That was just a passion of mine. And so,
well, are you talking about your channel initially?
Yes.
At the start? What do you mean? Were you doing different stuff? I'm not sure. I haven't seen a lot of your older clips, maybe.
Yeah, I've actually had more than one channel, and I ended up having to close one down for some other reasons, but into some MLM, multi-level marketing is called, different types of things. And the type of videos I was making, the company come back later and said we couldn't do that. Well, I had 100 videos out there. And as well as I do, in order to create 100 videos, that's a lot of work.
It is.
And so, I ended up having to get rid of a bunch of that and shut it down. And it really aggravated me at first. I'll just be honest. And I kind of laid back and just become a watcher, and I didn't do any creating. And I don't know. I just I had some issues come about health-wise. And I had to make some changes, and so I thought, well, I'm trying this keto diet out, is what it was. Right. And I thought, well, hey, Teresa, let's just make some recipes for keto, and maybe it'll help someone. It's something that they might try. A lot of people, they have different views on keto, and so I tried that for a little while, and we had a little bit of success. Took a little bit to kind of get going, but it just really didn't settle good with me. And I've got a friend that lives down in Florida. He actually, and we've never met, by the way, in person. We've only just talked, on the internet and through Zoom and different things like that over the years, and Skype and whatever. But anyway, he was the one that kind of got me in the right direction that I wanted to go, because when we were in this MLM thing, I was creating some articles for a website that I had created, and it was all about cast iron, and because that was a passion. And so he had mentioned to me, he said, why don't you just narrow everything down to one direction? And so one day, just out of the blue, he called me and he didn't get me. I didn't answer the phone. He left me a message, and he said just like this. He said, "Hey, Skillet Head, Mr.
I think I remember you. Yeah.
And when he said Mr. Cast Iron, man, it just clicked with me. I thought,
that was it.
That is it. I'm going to look. I'm going to go to YouTube right now. I'm going to look, and I'm going to narrow down and filter channels and see if there's anyone on YouTube that has that name, because if they did, I wasn't going to take it." And
no, that's right.
Yeah, you got to
do the same thing. I did the same thing. It took me a month to try, and I went through a whole list of 100 different names, and no, that doesn't sound right. Should I call it this? Should I call it that?
Yeah.
Because the same thing. And the last thing you want is you've created it, you've set everything up, and then you find, there's someone else out there, called the same thing or whatever. Yeah, it's difficult, but Mr. Cast Iron's a great name.
Well, what I did actually, because I was new to domain names and creating a website, I didn't know what I know now, and I purchased a domain name that was called Cast Iron Cook, but it had dashes between all three of the names. It was Cast Iron Cook. And there was also a Cast Iron Cook, all one word, .com. So if I was to ever tell anybody to go to Cast Iron Cook, they would go to the other guy's channel.
Yeah.
So it was kind of frustrating. But when Mr. Cast Iron come about and everything, I looked on the hosting company that I host my channel, and I went to see if there was a MrCastIron.com, and lo and behold, there was. So I bought the domain name, and I redirected Cast Iron Cook to Mr. Cast Iron. And so now we got that set. And I haven't been writing any articles, man. I need to get back to writing articles and actually taking some of the content from our videos and repurposing that.
Does he have
Yep.
a channel, or does he-
Do you do anything like that? Do you repurpose any of your content on social media or on a blog?
Yeah, I've got Facebook, I've got Instagram, and I do have a domain name. But I've done nothing with it. I just thought I'll just get it. This was all at the beginning. I set it all up. I made sure that on all those platforms, I think I've got a Twitter account as well that I don't use.
Right.
And it's all Paddy Joe Cooking. So that's good, And I thought, okay, that's all set up. I've got the name. Now what the heck do I do,
Yeah.
And I mean, you're talking to someone here who had absolutely no idea of had a little bit of experimenting with editing and stuff, but as far as filming videos and stuff, I still don't have any idea. But I'm a bit better than I was a year ago.
Right. And you do a good job, man. I really like the way you do yours. It gets me tickled every time I get that notification. And hey, guys, everybody in the chat room, if you haven't subscribed to Patrick's channel, Paddy Joe Cooking, it's in the comments here. I've put it in the chat, and certainly go over and subscribe to his channel and watch some of his videos. Leave him a thumbs up and leave him some comments or whatever, and go check him out. And same way with me. Now, let me just put a plug for Mr. Cast Iron. Hey, if you've not been over to Mr. Cast Iron yet and subscribed, then we'd like for you to do that too.
I would much prefer that they watched your stuff. I mean, my stuff is just,
No, I think you do a great job, man. I really do. So,
well, as long as you're not concerned about the cooking, it's fine.
well, you as far as technical goes, I guess we'll stay on technical for just a minute, and then we'll dive into some personal things here in a little while. Excuse me. What do you use to record your videos?
And it's an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
I was saying to someone else that I would have done something. I need to get a new phone, but we were locked down for 6 months here. Nothing was open, and so I haven't been able to. And now I'm getting around to getting a new phone, doing that sort of thing. But I love using the phone. I just use iMovie. Everything gets done on the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought to myself, if I want to get a second camera and do other things, it'll just happen naturally. I'm not going to get too obsessed with it. It'll occur to me one day, I'll probably need another camera or something, but that's all I use, Mike. That's all I use. I think Craig's the same. He just uses his iPhone.
Yeah, he doesn't use an iPhone. He's got something else. I forget now. Craig told me.
I thought it was he just uses his phone. I mean,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not iPhone. I kept saying iPhone the other day. I went back and watched our interview all the way through, and he told me what it was. I don't know, Android or something. I forget, but anyway, it wasn't that. And that's what he uses. And I kept saying iPhone. I thought, what an idiot, I just kept saying, and he had told me what it was, and it wasn't an iPhone at all.
Yeah.
There he is right there. He says, Patrick, your phone game is strong. I use the phone for my videos too. Craig, what kind of phone is it? I forgot. There he is, Note 10 Plus.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not at all.
Let's see. Billy said, I just build a fire and hang the pots. Rhonda's a producer, video person, editor, and co-host. Well, I'm trying to train Teresa to do that too, Billy. I'm trying to get her to do that, just to get her in the screen here was like having a child or something, But anyway, it's great. I love it. It's certainly good.
Viewmaster.
Viewmaster?
I use a
Viewmaster. Stephen and Jacqueline said they use a Viewmaster. That's too much. Mama Z says, I just now got a Canon and use both my phone and Canon. Well, I may upgrade to that someday when I get as good as Patrick, I may have to do something different, So, all right. Besides my channel, what's your favorite food channel to watch?
Is that the hardest question in the world, or what? There's so many. If I just restrict it to what the chat, there's a couple I haven't seen, a couple of channels, but most of them I'm subscribed to, and I love them. One I want to actually mention particularly is Hungry Man Kitchen. Hey, if you want to talk about the complete opposite to what I do, he is unbelievable. It's just stunning what he does. It's a work of art, every video, and I can't believe what I see when I watch that. But then everyone's the same. I love them all for different reasons.
Yeah,
Craig's awesome.
Isn't he like? I'm sorry.
Go on.
Isn't he? Isn't he like in Sweden or somewhere? Where's he at? Amsterdam. Yeah. Wow.
Happy holidays, Booger. I just saw her come in.
I didn't see Booger 500 yet. Where's she? There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
good to have you, Booger.
There was, before I was doing the videos, there was a few cooking channels I like. One of them in particular is another Australian guy who's got half a 250,000 subscribers or whatever. Greg's Kitchen, and I just love watching his stuff because it's just his style. I like the personalities. Like everyone's got their own personality. You do, everyone, and it's just great. And I couldn't narrow it down to one really.
Yeah. I watch a guy named
Cast Iron.
What is it? Cast Iron?
Cast Iron, Mr. My favorite channel.
I'm going to send you $20, man.
That's so $50 Australian.
Oh, 50 Australian. Okay, I'm with you. I'll have Billy down in Shreveport, Louisiana, send that to you. Okay.
Fine, that's great.
Oh, Billy, Rhonda has to put up with him. I really feel sorry for Rhonda sometimes. I just love watching Billy and Rhonda. First time I watched them, man, they made I don't know if it was the first time, but I guess one of the videos that really stood out. And I'd like to get Billy and Rhonda on here sometime and put them in the hot seat too. So hopefully I can. But they made like an apple pie in a fruit jar. And I just thought that was so cool, man.
Wow.
If Billy's still in here, maybe he can say something about that. But anyway, yeah, that was the coolest thing, man. I thought that was so cool. And Lee, he kind of did something like that too a while back, kind of similar to that, but not like Billy and Rhonda did. But all right, well, enough for that for just a minute. Have you got any future plans for your channel? I mean, you got any kind of goals that you're trying to reach? I'll just start out by myself here first. I just reached over 500. I wanted to do that before the end of this year. And so I'm thankful for all my subscribers for that. But we've got some short-term goals. You got any goals?
As far as subscribers go, that's a really you could talk all day about subscriptions and all that, couldn't you? Because there's so many things to talk about with it. But I try not to worry about any of that, and just the only thing would like to do. I've got some plans to change the channel art and a few other little things that I want to sort of change a little bit. Maybe a bit of merchandise at some point, But look, it's just one thing at a time at the moment. It's hard enough just getting the videos out.
Right.
So I just want to keep hammering away at that, having fun, and see where it takes me. I don't really have not other than just you. Obviously, you want to see your channel grow and get more popular, but I figure if that's going to happen, you do everything you can do. You try and think of everything, that you can do, and put the best quality videos out, all of that sort of stuff, and you just hope for the best. So I'm just having fun. That's what I want to continue to do. As soon as it's not fun anymore, I don't think there's not much point, is there?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I hope that answers that one, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I enjoy it, and it is a chore. It is a challenge, to
It's hard work for
yeah.
sure.
When you got a job, and
Yeah.
you and speaking of that, what do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking.
I manage a small cleaning company. I've been doing that for about 6 years. Pete Thomas is in the house. Marmite forever. Honestly.
Pete, what's up, buddy? Hey, here,
Go back
Billy.
to bed, Pete. Go back to bed, mate.
It's like he never sleeps, man. I get comments from him in all day and hours, the day and night. Billy says, yeah, pies in a jar, and she took off with them, and I didn't even get to taste them. But yeah, if you guys hadn't seen Billy's video on that Billy and Rhonda over at Strong's Adventure, go check that out. Good to have you, Pete.
That's good.
Sure glad to have old Pete. He's a good egg, man. I like Pete.
Oh, he's awesome.
The only thing about him is he calls himself the lazy cook, and he's not a lazy cook, man. He puts a lot of effort into it.
Oh yeah, but he likes Marmite, so.
I know, man. You guys have got this thing. I don't know. Eric says, Pete. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pass on that because I don't know what it is. I've never tried it.
Well, I tell you what, that's not good enough, Mike. I'm going to have to send you some, and then you won't be able to be Switzerland about all of this. You're going to have to decide.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because you don't have to send me that, but Teresa and I have been working on a sticker for Mr. Cast Iron.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys have been passing stickers around and trading stickers and everything. And sad to say, I don't have any stickers. No one sent me any stickers yet because I haven't been able to send any out. And I'm working on trying to do that. You can go to my About section and you can find my address and mail me a sticker. I'd love to have it.
Yeah. I'll say it. Absolutely.
Well, listen, just on that note, there's One Finger. Appreciate you, man. I love that name, One Finger. I just love that. But anyway, I got sidetracked. Teresa says I got ADD bad. But on that note, where are you guys getting your stickers made at? Are you doing it through like Canva, and are they the one printing it out, or some local sign company, or how are you doing that?
I use a place called Vistaprint.
Vistaprint, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot of them. I think they're an Australian company. And you can design your own ones, or you can you can pay extra, and they've got a design team, and that's all. I think you can get them on Amazon too. I've heard of people. But there's lots of different places.
Yeah. I think Canva offers that option too, but we hadn't got that far. We're working on it, and we've kind of bumped heads a little bit on a couple things, so we're still in the.
Well, it's funny because I decided to do the sticker thing when I got to 500 and then I, rather than do a shout out video and stuff, I just sent them out to some of the people that I'd met, the channels that had supported me. So that was my way of saying thank you, So I think the hardest thing is coming up with a design for it.
Yeah, that's true. And we're kind of torn between what size. I think it's 2x2 or 3x3, or I forget now, something like that. And so we're trying to get it narrowed down, and we've got a design that we both really like. The colors doesn't seem my colors, my green that you see on the screen now. That's
Who made that design?
She made that design. Yeah, but that green on the black background, just for some reason, kind of looks a little odd. But I don't know. Pete says, "Well, let me back up here. Vistaprint is from Sweden." Mama Z says she does hers in Canva. Hungry Man says I use Adobe Photoshop or Canva.
Yeah.
Pete says Vistaprint in UK too. Sticker Mule. What is that, Craig? Sticker Mule.
Must be where he gets his done.
He's got that. Cool. I know that pig right there, man. That is so cool.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool.
Daddy Dutch, Kent, hello, Kent.
Yeah, Daddy Dutch is in the house. Good to have you, brother. Kent. What does this say here? Cooking with Steven. If Patrick sends me stickers, I'll get it in 2022. It's probably the truth.
It takes 2 or 3 months at the moment. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. Well, all right. We talked a little bit about some technical things. Do you have of course, if you're using your iPhone, do you use an external mic or anything, or?
That's the next thing I've got to get, and I know we're trying to forget the name of it, and I haven't needed to because, I've been doing all my filming indoors because we weren't allowed to leave the house for 6 months.
Right.
But if you've noticed lately, I'm doing a few outdoor things outdoors because I can, because it's good, But that when you're filming outdoors, you do need. I need a mic, so I'm going to get one. Probably when I get the new phone, I'll get an external mic because it helps a lot.
Well, you got a good company down there in Australia, brother. Rode or Rody, however you say it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that might be the brand I was thinking of.
Yeah. I don't even have them in here. I guess they're in the kitchen where I cook them pinto beans and ham. But I use it even in the house, as an external speaker for that way I can use my lapel mic and I can move around, and that's handy. But it's pretty good mic. The only thing I forget to do outside sometime is put my dead cat on there. I forget to put that little fuzzy dead cat on there. So.
Yeah. Well, the advantage to me not using a microphone outside is that people won't be able to hear me, and that'll probably be better.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they'll just go, thank God.
Let's see here. Rode mic.
Rode mic, yep. I think that's the one I was looking at, or something, the brand anyway.
Yeah, it's a pretty good mic. They're not cheap, but I think they're worth it.
Yeah, I think. Well, that's right. If you're going to buy it, buy a good one.
Now my mic here, I know Pete uses Blue Snowball or whatever, I think. But I've got a Blue Yeti that I use here in the house, and that's a great mic. I just love it. Hadn't had it all that long, but it's a great mic. Let's see.
I enjoy your commentary with your accent. It's really, you've got the very smooth when you're talking about your cooking. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I love your accent too, man. I thoroughly enjoy watching your channel every time because of the time difference, with you living in the future, I have to get back in the future sometimes. And a lot of times I'm getting up and getting ready to go to work. It may be 4 o'clock in the morning here in the States, and your video will pop up and it's probably 10 or 11 o'clock in the afternoon for you. And so I immediately watch it. So when I'm replying to you or commenting on your channel, it's about 3 or 4, 4:30 or 5 in the morning here in Arkansas.
Yeah, it makes things difficult, especially for the live stuff. Kent was just asking about my cousin there. He's an example because he's got a show on every Wednesday night.
Right.
But my time, it's terrible. It's because it's right in the middle of my workday. So I've gone on a couple of times because I've had the day off, or maybe I had an early finish, but it can be a real challenge with the time difference.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, I actually had to download an app on my iPhone so I can keep up with you and Pete, and Dutchie. I don't see Dutchie. Steve's not in the house with us tonight, don't look like, but I'm going to have Dutchie on one of these days too.
That would be cool.
So I have to try to keep up. Yeah, he does a lot of cast iron cooking.
Yeah, he's great.
Does a great job. But
absolutely,
I have to try to keep up with you guys, man. I don't know what time it is over there. And I mean, I could just send a comment to Pete. He's up all hours of the night anyway. So
yeah, Pete, he never sleeps. He's up always. And do you know why? It's because he eats all this Marmite. It's got some drug in it that keeps him awake.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's true. Look it up. Google it. Yeah.
He says he uses a lot of Rode stuff too. I have 3 mics from Rode and a blue snowball. I thought he had a blue snowball. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good mic
Yep.
too. I got this Blue Yeti. I like it. It's really a good mic. Let's see. Billy says I use the mic that Rhonda tells me to talk into. Oh, Billy, Rhonda must be in there watching TV or something, man. You're going to get yourself in trouble, dude. It's funny. Kent, Mike is stuck under 8 white Russians by now. Was here earlier. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do your American accent.
Hi, everyone. It's Mike here from the Dude's Kitchen and Grill. Today, we're going to be cooking some brats, or some bratwurst, or some ribeye.
You told me one time you actually worked here or lived here and worked in America, right?
Yep. Lived for four or 5 years. I lived in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know you. I'm sorry.
I worked at a deli, just a deli for about four and a half years, catering, doing a lot of catering. Traveled around. I was in bands, played music. I was a drummer in heavy metal bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I lived a life over there. It was great. Loved it.
Yeah.
Never went to Arkansas though. You see, I never went down south, which is really. I would, if I could come back, I would definitely want to go down there. I spent most of my time up north.
Yeah. Yeah, it's country living here, man. It's different. Of course, for many years, I was a long haul truck driver, and I run coast to coast. And so I've been in all 48 states in Canada, and, I've got to taste all types of food. But, yeah, you get to Arkansas, man, we'll sure set you up with some venison. You said you never had venison.
Yeah, oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Craig, can I just, if you don't mind me, Craig's asked a couple of times, because I'm in the future, he wants to know how his hangover is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a bad one, mate. It's going to be a bad one.
Since Patrick's in the future, what are we all going to be cooking tomorrow? Yeah, what are we going to be cooking tomorrow, Patrick, since we're all in the future?
Gee, I don't want to spoil the surprise for you all.
Yeah?
No, because won't that take the fun out of it if you already know what you're going to do?
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Pete says he's an insomniac fueled by Marmite. So,
well, it's good that he's admitted it.
Craig,
a month ago, he wouldn't have admitted that.
Yeah, Craig's wanting to know how his hangover's going to be tomorrow. Yeah. It's probably going to be rough, brother. I'll just tell you.
Well, because you know what that means. He's on the moonshine. That's what it means. Yeah, bad, man. It's going to be bad.
It's funny. Oh, Mama Z says you need to come see Texas. You ever been to Texas?
No, that's where I want to be. I love Texas.
Yeah.
You love Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I lived down in Texas for many years. Actually, when I left home, I actually grew up in Missouri, and my sister and mother and dad had a place over here in Arkansas. So when I moved back home, I come here. It's just about 15 miles across the river from Missouri, where I grew up. But when I left home, I went to worked out in the oil field for a pretty good little while, and then back in the early 80s, the oil it was a boom, and it went bust. So we all lost our jobs and had to go home. And I eventually went back down there just a few years later, a couple years actually. It wasn't very long. And I ended up staying down there for, 10 or 12, maybe 15 years. I forget now exactly how long I stayed in the Dallas suburb area, Louisville, Coppell area, North Dallas, and I loved it. And I run out of Texas, like I said, coast to coast. And Texas was good to me, man. I enjoyed it. The people are great. Food's great. A lot of diversity there.
Yeah.
So
that's the whole southern cooking food stuff just blows my mind. I'd love to, and I've watched a lot of videos. Back when I wasn't even doing YouTube, just was fascinated by the cuisine. all that food, and it's great stuff.
Now you got to watch Billy. You get down there in Louisiana, you know, down in Cajun country. Now you liable to get a little gator. You ever had any gator?
No, but I've done videos on Crocodile.
Yeah.
Apparently they're similar. Yeah. If he comes here, we'll do a swap. He could, try some crocodile. I'll try some alligator. But no, never. I don't think I couldn't even get alligator here if I wanted to.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
It'd have to be. I don't know, alligator jerky or something, and you could mail it to me. Something like that. You could probably get that somewhere. It's probably someone that's done that.
Gator bites. Billy's probably got some gator bites down there he could send you. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Mr. Cast Iron, I work for a trucking company too. I'm a mechanic, not a driver. I was in Fayetteville for a stock car race in '99, finished second in a 10K to win race. That's cool, brother. No doubt about it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's more to Daddy Dutch than meets the eye, obviously.
Obviously, he's got that one question. Yeah. He got that question that you won't answer. Here he's answering a question. What's the one thing no one knows about you or would never believe? You've been dancing around that all night long. What's going on, brother? I mean, what are we gonna do with you?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, that's funny. Texans and Aussies are a long lost cousin. That's true. Billy says, Daddy Dutch, you ain't a mechanic. He's a company chef. That's what some of them think about me where I work out there. I don't drive more than, we're just local anymore. I don't run the road anymore or anything like that. I just stay home and work for a company where we spread fertilizer and agricultural stuff here.
I grew up in a town of 220 people.
What we got here? I grew up in a small town, Texas, 500 people in my hometown. I got one a little better than that. My wife grew up in a town where there was only 3 houses. There was a hen house, an outhouse, and her house. And so,
No, 200 people.
She said there was 200 people. I'm sorry. My bad, Teresa. My bad. Anyway, hey, I know you like to add music. I know you use Epidemic Sound, and you're the one who turned me on to that. I like Epidemic, man. That's a good deal.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I decided to. You pay whatever it is, $10 a month or something, but it just means that you don't have any hassles with copyright or, even once if I stop subscribing to them, those videos with that music on it, that they'll be fine forever, because I've paid for it. So
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the YouTube library though. It's pretty good, all the free stuff there.
Yeah, I've used that some. I've used that a little bit, but I do like Epidemic. Yeah. You can niche down with your genre or whatever you like and find what you're into at the moment. So
that's good. I love it. And because music's a big part of the videos I do. It's because I figure the better the music, people will forget how terrible the cooking is. So
you do a great job, man. You do a great job. Do you think as far as your audience, do you think music helps you or hurts you?
I've got no idea. Hopefully it helps because, as I said, I'm quite serious about it. I try and it's all about distracting people from what's really going on. If they can, at least if they like the music, there's been something good about the video, I say. So, but I do it too because I love.
Uh-oh. Patrick locked up, so I know you'll be back. It'll surely come back here shortly, so we'll just keep trucking along here. So hopefully he'll be back here in just a minute. Can you still hear me, Patrick?
Wow. Uh-oh. Does that happen? Is it your end or his
end? It's his end, I guess. Can you guys still hear me or can you hear Patrick? Anybody? All right, Patrick, you locked up on me, buddy. I don't know what to do here, really. Yeah, he's gone now. So maybe he can log back in here shortly. I'll pull him back in. But anyway, we'll keep trucking along.
Is
But
everybody else still there?
yeah, I think everybody's still. They say we hear you. So yes, we're here. So anyway, hey, there's small town Texas. That's Mac down in Texas. I've been emailing him. We're going to have Mac. Gosh, I forgot what day it is now. The 9th of January. It's the day before my birthday because I'm going to have Carlos on the 10th for my birthday. So Mac does a great job. He does not interviews. He does reviews of small town Texas barbecue joints around different parts of Texas. And I've been trying to watch some of his videos, and I just kind of seen what he was doing, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'd like to reach out and see if he'd be interested in coming in and letting me interview him. But hopefully we'll get Patrick back here in a minute. And so you guys, if you've not been over to Mac's channel at Small Town Texas Barbecue, go over and check some of his stuff out and subscribe to his channel and watch his videos and give him a thumbs up and a comment and everything. Help boost his channel. And so anyway, yeah, we've lost Patrick there for the moment.
Patrick's on Monday now.
He's over in the future somewhere. Patrick's on Monday now. Craig says you're right about that. He's definitely way in the future, and so hopefully he can click that link back. I don't know. Is he on? Is he in the?
Can you email him or text him or anything right now?
I don't know if he can get back in that same link or not. I don't know. Patrick, come on back.
We'll have everybody.
Yeah, Mike, it was your bank robbing comment. They caught up with him already, took him off. Hauled him off to the pokey. There he is. Here we go. Hey, brother. All right.
My whole computer just crashed. I have no idea what happened.
Well, dude said, they probably throwed you in jail over there.
Not yet.
Not yet. Good to have you back. Hey, I was just making a plug for a guy that's going to be on with me the 9th of January. Small Town Texas here. I'll put this up. You need to go check out his channel. He does reviews of small town barbecue joints in Texas, and so
I'd love that.
Yeah, I reached out to him, see if he'd be interested in coming on and chewing the fat with us, man, as they say here in the States.
Well, before we go on, I just want to say that I've done a few of these live things, and they're great for new channels. So many channels I've found out I would never have come across. So it's really good. And that's another one, Texas barbecue.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I like about it. We can all kind of help support each other. It's a great community. YouTube is awesome. And so we can get out and support each other, with subscribing to each other's channels and watching videos and liking and commenting, because it does help us. It helps our channel.
Oh, absolutely. A good example of that, I've just seen Mark from Never Say Never Barbecues here. I met him. You've got to check his channel out. It's unbelievable what he does.
Yeah,
but Craig put me onto him, and it works like that. Craig, and I said, I've never heard of who is this, and I went and checked his channel out, and that's the way it goes. Great,
Yeah, I've got subscribed to Craig or to Mark too.
No, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Dave at the Bomb Smokes.
Yeah, Dave's going to be on with me tomorrow night. So you guys, he's going to be on tomorrow night. So you guys, you need to check it out.
What time's that? Is that the same time as now? Or?
It'd be 6:00. Yeah, you'll be.
Yeah, that's good. That's cool.
Yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. my time. 7. Yeah. Dave's Tar Heel man. He's out in North Carolina. So I've been watching Dave's stuff for a long time, and I really enjoy his stuff. So, Dave, we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night, buddy. Man, I'm getting behind on my comments here.
Put his link up again or something.
Let's see. Can you put Patrick's link up again? Yes, I can. Let's see here.
I'm trying to find
I can't pin it for some reason. I don't know why. It's not letting me pin that comment.
That's it. I think you got it.
It just won't. It won't let me pin it for some reason. But anyway, that's okay. I'm just glad you're back, man. I don't know what happened there, but
no, I had to reboot the computer. It just froze. I don't know. It's never happened before.
Yeah.
Must be Pete Thomas's fault, I think.
Yeah, it is Pete.
I'm just going to blame him.
He's trying to. He's trying to cut us. He's trying to undercut us here, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
It's that Marmalade or whatever.
It's that's it. That's it.
It's going to his head, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this is true here. Mark's. Wait a minute, that ain't what I was looking for. There it is, right there. I put the wrong one up. Mark's the Bacon King. That's my kind of guy. Everything's better with, with bacon, and no doubt about it.
He actually did one the other day that didn't have bacon in it, and I nearly fell off the chair.
Yeah.
Where's the bacon, man?
Oh, mercy. Hey, I haven't said this all night long, but anybody in the house there that is in the chat room, if you got any questions, man, be sure and throw them in there. I'll try to catch them. Teresa's trying to monitor it too. So if you got any questions for Patrick, man, just hammer him with it. Don't be shy. He sure ain't. So just jump right out there on it, What was one of your harder videos to make?
Oh, gee, I'd have to think back because once I put them out, I never watch them again. So, so when anyone goes and watches one of the older ones and leaves a comment, I'm like, I don't even remember what I did on that, and I don't want to watch it again. But I don't know. Probably my first video, to be honest, was the hardest one, and it's the shortest one, and it's the worst of all time. It's horrible, but it was that process of making the leap mentally to say, right, I'm going to do it, and then not knowing how the hell do I do it? Where do I put the phone? If you watch it, it's nearly in complete darkness because I just got no idea about lighting or anything.
Yeah.
But that was the hard, I can vividly remember making the first one.
Yeah.
But if you ask me right now, well, what was the second and the third one? No idea, but I can remember that first one. It was, and then the hardest part of all was pressing, publishing it. Right. I had it there for a couple of days thinking, once I do this, there's no going back.
Right.
It was really tough for me. Yeah.
Makes you sweat, doesn't it?
Yeah. I still get a bit nervous when you're about to go public. I still, you just have that moment thinking, what if no one watches and all this?
Yeah, because there's really, there's so many steps to go through. It's not hard to do once you do it for a while, but there's so many things that you really need to check before you hit publish, So, but let me make a shout out here. Mama Z, thank you for being in the house. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you, Mama Z.
You're always welcome over here with us, so we appreciate you.
Mama Z's another channel that I've got to check out. See, that's...
Yeah, I do too. I think I'm already friends with her. I'm not sure our friends. I say subscribe to her, but I try to subscribe to everybody. I go back and through the chat and look, and I try to go back and support everybody. And so, but well, let me ask you another one then. What? And I could look this up. What was the video that you have the most views on?
Oh, I don't know. No one watches my. I don't get hardly any views anyway. So maybe it was. I did see the other day. I think it was one. Well, it was a hamburger video where it was like a shout out to a mate of mine down in Tasmania who has a channel. But it wasn't by very much. It was maybe a few hundred views. I haven't. I really don't get many people watching.
It looks like it's something else. It looks like it's Papa Tazdaz's World's Famous Hamburgers.
That's the one, yeah.
337 views. See, I'm slick there, man. I can pull that up on you. I could find you.
That was, I tell you what, Mike, you're pretty good. You're not just a good cook. Man.
You didn't know I was such a high-tech redneck, did you?
I tell you what, that would be a good alternative name for your channel. High-tech redneck.
Yeah, high-tech redneck.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Dave says, beetroot. So
I saw there's a few people talking about beetroot in the comments. Yeah, no, I haven't done another beetroot video yet, or hunt for the beetroot, should I say?
Yeah, I gotta get me another cough drop, brother.
Yeah, go for it.
Trying not to rattle too much here, but let's see if we can find something else for you here. What's your favorite food?
Anything not cooked by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you only have.
Sorry, my favorite food is. I mean, I love everything. You name it. That's a hard one to answer. Just everything. I love everything. I love fish. Love meat, pork, lamb, wallaby. Yeah, you name it, man. Probably in terms of the cuisine, I'd have to probably even say Southern American, like Cajun, Creole, that sort of stuff. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wallabies got me curious.
Oh, it's delicious.
Eric says, did Uncle Patrick get his beetroot burger because Uncle Pete had some?
No. Pete didn't even send me some beetroot. I mean, it's awful.
Pete didn't send you.
If you've seen Pete did an Aussie steak sandwich video, and it's unbelievable. And so did, don't know if you've heard of 999 Things to Cook.
Yes.
Yeah, he did an unbelievable one. He actually cooked the beetroot from scratch, which I've never seen before.
Billy says, my Aussie buddy was sending me some of that Vegemite right before the pandemic. It has been about a year. I don't think I will be getting it.
Yeah.
Well, it has a shelf life of eternity, I think, Billy, so it'd still be good if you got it, I imagine.
Yeah, I think Pete Thomas would have intercepted that package.
You think he would?
Yeah, he's onto it. He's got connections in the postal service, and he knows. But he said, "No, we're not having that. Not sending that crap." No.
Oh, Pete, man, he catches it, doesn't he?
He's tricky. You got to watch him.
Yeah. All right. Well, you kind of beat around the bush with the food there, so let me just narrow it down a little bit.
Okay.
If there was only one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That's a better question. If I had 10 seconds to answer, I'm going to do that because otherwise I'll take all day. I'll just say pizza.
Pizza. Really? Wow. Cool. Can't go wrong
There's
with
probably
pizza.
1,000 other things, but if you had to answer quickly, it's pizza.
Yeah. Well, Pete admits it anyway. You know, in the name of human decency, he says. So Craig's got a question for you. He said, Patrick, what's your favorite cooking video that you made?
So far, it's the one I did quite recently on the six cheese toasty or whatever, because it wasn't really about the food. It was a shout out to my mate in Tassie who's got some health problems, and it was a collab, and I got 10 or 12 other channels joined in, and we surprised him. You know, we all agreed, right, we're going to launch the video all at the same time. So he was getting all these notifications. He blew him away. It was awesome. It was just a simple shout out to him, wishing him well. So that so far is my favourite one.
Did you say his name was Tazdaz?
Tazdaz, yeah. Tazdaz
down in Tasmania.
Awesome guy, and he's got a great channel. And I'm going down there soon, so I'll be meeting up with him, which will be really cool. Yeah. But that's. Look, I mean, I like all the videos I put out. I wouldn't put them out otherwise. But as soon as they're out, I forget about it and just move on, do the next one.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite junk food? Surely not pizza. You wouldn't consider that, would you?
I'll tell you right now is white cheddar popcorn.
White cheddar popcorn.
I don't know. Are you familiar with the brand over there called Smart Food? You have that? You heard of it?
No.
I was addicted to it. I was addicted to it when I lived there. I just could not stop eating it, and you can't get it here. It's terrible. And they don't have popcorn here, anything like. They have flavored popcorns, but it's nothing like what over in America. There's the stuff over there. It's just so addictive. I love it. I could eat it all day and all night.
Some foods are kind of regional or territorial in a way. So I don't know. That might have been an East Coast thing. I know they have like I know Craig likes to drink tea. He said, and I know they have different kinds of teas out on the East Coast that we don't have over here. So
Snapple.
Snapple is it, yeah. And I think you can find it here now finally, but for the longest time, I mean, that was an East Coast thing.
And,
I
used to drink that all the time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Flavor-wise, vanilla.
Vanilla?
Absolutely. Vanilla with it's got to be vanilla, and then it can have stuff in it, but not. I don't like. Vanilla's the base, and then you could put chocolate swirls in it. You could put the best ice cream I've ever had was a Ben and Jerry's flavor, and you can't get it here either. Yeah. And it was one where you had they had the vanilla ice cream, and then they had peanut butter filled pretzel pieces covered in chocolate, and it was in the ice cream. It was absolutely sensational. Loved it. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's is out of Vermont,
and
it's a great ice cream. Sure enough.
Yep.
So
you can get every flavor here except that one. Typical, really? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just as well, because if I start eating that stuff, I just can't stop.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not sure what this. Have you ever been told, or have you ever been voluntold? I'm not sure, Mac, what you're saying to us here. Have you ever been voluntold to cook something?
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, somebody. Maybe through one of your videos, maybe someone commented. Have you created a video off of someone's comment before?
Oh, I don't think so. It's possible I have, but once again, I just sort of get up in the morning and just make stuff up. Very rarely do I plan ahead.
Yeah.
Or I might be at the grocery store and I'll see something and I'll go, oh, I'll make that. Or an ingredient. It could be anything.
Yeah.
I'll just get an idea. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll do something on that. Or
yeah. I've got a few in the back of my mind that I need to work on. Actually, I did create this leftover ham and bean soup. I did that because when I made the ham, someone said, well, I think it was Big Rob at Big Rob Barbecue down in Florida. You friends with Big Rob?
Yes, love him.
Barbecue Pit Dog?
He's a great man. Yeah, absolutely. Him and Duke. Yep.
Yeah, him and Big Duke.
Mm-hmm.
He said that to me.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke. He said that to me in a comment. He said, well, I can feel a ham and bean or something coming on before long, and I'd intended on doing it anyway. I've been intended to making. I just love pinto beans and ham, man. So I did do that off of a comment. I've got another video that Dano's Pit Barbecue. He left a comment on one of my videos, man, several months ago, and I have yet to make that video. I'm going to have to do that, but I try to do that when people leave comments. I guess I'm voluntold to do that.
Yeah, one of my things I like to do is replicate recipes from other channels and give them a shout out. I love doing that. I've got a couple planned for some people in this chat. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I love doing that. Are you familiar with Dad Incredible?
Yes.
Todd. Did you see the one he did with Craig? He did
No.
a shout out to Craig and he impersonated Craig at the start. It was fantastic. You've got to go watch that. It's hilarious.
Was it real recent?
Yeah, fairly right. Within the last month, it was absolutely fabulous. And he recreated one of Craig's dishes that he cooks. But it was hilarious. I love doing that. I love that sort of stuff.
I don't know why I hadn't seen that, because everybody that I subscribe to, I try to hit the bell icon so I get alerts, And
it's hard to keep up.
I know. Billy says, no, Bluebell's the best ice cream in the country. Bluebell's down in Texas. They come out of...
if it's from Texas, it must be the best.
Yeah, I forget the town. I know the town. I can't even think of it. Down in central Texas. Gosh, I don't know it just as well as I know what town I live in and can't think of it. But anyway, let's see here. Mark says, Patrick, when it comes to burgers, do you order a single or a double or a triple?
Sort of not like that here with burgers. You just get what you get. We don't have, there might be a particular, all the burger places are different. They have different menus. So you might have some that have got 2 patties on them or 3 or just one. You don't really sort of get, a lot of the time, you don't get to sort of choose, really. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Same with pizza. Pizza over here, it's a bit different because like the pizza places will have the menu with all the ingredients listed on it. They'll call pizzas different things, like a Hawaiian, a Mexican, an Aussie pizza, and they all have their own ingredients, and you don't get to sort of say, no, you just have to pick one of them. You don't get to, say, well, can I put this, and this on the pizza? You just have to choose off the menu. Yes, Hungry Jack's is what we call it. There was some legal problem. They started off here as Burger King, and there was some legal problem they had with the name, and they had to change their name. So it's been Hungry Jack's for about 30 years or something, I think.
Yeah. Back to the ice cream thing. What's your favorite topping? You said something about putting sprinkles or something like that. Is that your favorite?
Yeah, anything, as long as it's vanilla ice cream. It's got to be vanilla. Yeah, so anything, you name it. It could be chocolate syrup, it could be caramel, it could be anything. I'm not fussy, except maybe not. I'm not a fan of peppermints or mint.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, I can eat it sometimes. I like coffee ice cream too. My 2 favorite. Coffee ice cream is pretty good. My 2 favorite, I know you won't be able to get one of them for sure, is Ozark Black Walnut.
Well, that sounds good.
Oh, it is.
What is it?
Well, I'm on the western edge of the Ozarks. I'm sorry. I'm on the eastern edge of the Ozarks. And the farther west you go toward Branson, Springfield, that's all what's called the Ozark Mountain Range. And they have black walnut, a lot of black walnut trees.
Oh,
and so they harvest the black walnuts and they make a black walnut ice cream. And
nice.
I don't know if that's regional. You may be able to get it. I think some of your bigger ice cream chains may offer it, but yeah, it's really good. And then butter pecan's my second one.
Yeah, it sounds good too.
Yeah, good.
Be true ice cream.
Mike says fish and chips or fish and fries.
Fish and chips, mate.
Yeah,
fish and chips. None of this. What does he say? Fries. You want fries with that? Hi, I'm Mike Wolford. Today I'm cooking fish and fries.
Oh, brother. He walked into that, didn't he?
Fish and chips, mate. Fish and chips.
Australia's on my bucket list for sure. I really want to eat barbecue down under. Yeah, I'd like to go to. That's always been one of my places I'd like to go to. I mean, I don't really want to get out of the country much anymore because of the craziness, but I would really like to come to your country, man, sometime.
Welcome anytime, mate. Welcome anytime. You can have Vegemite for breakfast.
Woo! We could even call Pete on the phone, couldn't we?
Oh, we'll do more than that. We'll get him to. He can come over at the same time, and we'll have a taste test.
Yeah, listen to him here. Eric says beetroot ice cream.
Exactly. That would be horrible, I think.
That probably would be. Yeah.
No good.
Nah, Eric, that's not.
Although you could, I think I've seen like a beach. You can make a sorbet, like almost like a savoury type. Yeah. Sorbet with beetroot. But it's not sweet. It's savoury. Like
yeah.
I think I've seen that done, but nah.
I'd have to pass. I mean, I might try it, but I'd have to pass. I don't know. All right, I got a couple little questions here for you. Hamburgers or hot dogs?
Oh, I just saw a great hot dog video this morning, Papa Joe. Burgers.
Yeah?
Yep, for sure.
Well, mustard.
But I love both.
Mustard or ketchup?
On a burger.
Anything.
Both. On anything. Mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah, because there's so many different types of mustard. I love mustard.
Yeah, I like spicy mustard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sour sop. What is sour sop?
Sour sop? I don't know.
Never heard of it, Pete. Sour sop.
Jerry Ellen says her nephew's in Australia and he's getting married there today. So congratulations to your nephew.
Congratulations.
Good to have you with us.
Whereabouts in Australia, Jerry Ellen?
Yeah.
Mm.
French fries or Belgian fries?
Yeah, that's probably right.
We just call them home fries, I guess. Patrick, in your videos, chips, huh?
Chips.
Mark says, Patrick, in your videos, we see the water in the background. Can you go to the boats and buy fresh seafood?
You probably, I'm not sure. I don't think so, but there's so many local markets down near the water that you just go there,
Yeah.
But I'm not aware of being able to go straight to the fishing boats. I don't know. You might be able to, but I never have.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to. Yeah, the fish is so fresh here.
Yeah.
It's really good. Expensive. I think crayfish or lobster here at the moment is like $140 a kilo, which is unbelievable. So expensive.
Is it seasonal? I mean, is it the price fluctuates with the season?
Yeah. Usually at Christmas, because you got to remember the majority of people for Christmas here, they're eating seafood. Whether it's on the barbecue or cold type seafood platters and stuff, because it's middle of summer.
Yeah.
So it's peak time for selling all sorts of fresh, seafood and fish and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
Hey, I've been curious. What's the background behind you there? I've been wondering about that all night long.
That is North by Northwest, the Hitchcock movie.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I'm not sure. I've seen some Hitchcock movies, but I'm not
sure. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Hitchcock movie. I love it. Cary Grant.
Yeah, I probably have. Just doesn't ring a bell.
They don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We've got some other questions here.
Jerry Allen said it was Queensland is where.
Yeah, he's getting married in Queensland. Pete said that's a tropical fruit, that soursop.
A tropical fruit. Wow. Yeah, Pete's spent a lot of time over in there, over in Trinidad, and he knows a lot about. He's got some really unusual ingredients in some of his cooking that I'd never heard of, and then you look them up and go, "Oh, okay, interesting."
Paulie's in the house. I interviewed Paulie the other day. How you doing, buddy?
There's another example of someone I met. I couldn't stay for the whole chat, but I went and visited Paulie's channel. There's a lot I've got to watch on there, but you just meet so many people.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great thing about this, Let's see, shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah, that's right. Especially up in Queensland, it's really tropical, the weather.
Beet poot. Oh, Billy.
Oh, there you go. See that Strong's Adventure. There's another channel.
You got to go check Strong's Adventure out. Billy's a good dude. He's been working a lot lately. He hasn't been able to produce a whole lot, but when he does, it's real enjoyable. Got another question for you now. How about pork steaks or beef steak?
Oh, beef.
Beef steak?
But I love pork, but not so much as a steak. I prefer pulled pork, slow cooked, shoulder, or just a really good roast pork. But yeah, beef steak, absolutely.
Yeah. You like onion ring?
Love it. Love onion rings.
Would you prefer onion rings over French fries?
It's chips, Mike.
Chips, man.
Chips, mate.
Gosh, I know, mate.
Look, yeah, I probably would actually. Onion rings. I don't know if you're familiar, because when I lived over there was, you'd go to restaurants and they all had a lot of them anyway, had similar sort of appetizer type things. And one of them was called, I don't know, maybe it was a thing back in the 90s. It was called tumbleweeds. And they were deep fried. Have you heard of them?
Yes. Deep fried onion? Yeah.
Oh, almost like fairy floss.
Yeah.
And you just pulled a chunk out in a dipping sauce. They're like, yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Blooming onion, and there's different, they're called different things here.
Yeah.
I love those.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no doubt. Dave says, it was a good movie with Cary Grant, no doubt.
Awesome movie. Dave.
Hey, just put another plug in for Dave, fellas, folks, everybody in the chat room. Tomorrow night, we're going to have Dave on here with us, and looking forward to that. So you guys, if you're not too busy, come on over and join us.
I'll be there for sure. It's awesome.
We're going to put him on the hot seat and grill him just like a shrimp on the Barbie. Oh, that's funny right there. Well, let me ask you something. What's your favorite sauce as far as, whether it's ketchup or barbecue sauce or any kind of dipping sauce that you may, French,
ranch, blue cheese dressing.
Yeah.
Love that. I mean, buffalo wings, man.
Yeah.
With ranch, blue cheese. There's nothing better.
There's nothing better than blue cheese and wings, are there?
Oh, another thing I love with my fish and chips.
Chips.
Tartare or tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce, we call it down in Australia. Tartar sauce, mate. Give me some of that.
Oh, looks like
I'm a real sauce guy. I love sauces with everything. Just dipping, you name it.
Hungry Man's got to leave us. Good to have you with us, brother. You're welcome here.
Yeah, Hungry Man.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Hey, if you guys hadn't been over to Hungry Man Kitchen channel, go check him out and
awesome. Unbelievable.
Subscribe to his channel. Leave him some comments on his videos and likes and everything. Good dude. So let's see here. I got another question for you, I think. Cooking with this guy. It's 1:20 here in Ireland. Should really go to bed, but enjoying the chats. Hey, we really enjoy you being with us. He's over in Ireland apparently, so I'll be checking your channel out. I'm not sure I'm subscribed to you, but I'll be subscribing to you, brother.
We sure appreciate you. There's a bit of a giveaway that he's in Ireland, and it's his very strong Irish accent.
You think so?
Stephen's awesome. I love does some amazing stuff. In fact, he's done a couple of black pudding videos. One is unbelievable. He stuffs black pudding in a chicken breast. Whew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stephen's his name?
Stephen, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll be checking it out, no doubt. Let's see. Question, Patrick. Do you carry the Crocodile Dundee knife on a daily basis?
Obviously.
Obviously,
man. You can't. It's too dangerous around here. You can't leave the house without that.
Let's see here.
It's like the Wild West out here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's see. Tennessee Buck Outdoor says chips are crisp.
Chips. We say chips. We call everything chips.
Yeah,
no crisp.
Man's got to go. Got to go.
See you, mate. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping.
Boy, I'm getting behind here on my question. If you see some, Patrick, just jump out there, man.
Hard to keep up, isn't it?
It's hard to keep up with. Hey,
okay.
Got a couple other questions for you I want to hit with you. What's your favorite, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Boy, I did shift work for many, many years. And so to this day, it's affected my eating habits. I really don't eat at set times. Like I might have breakfast at 2 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning. I just eat whenever I'm hungry. That's the honest truth. But I mean, I do like breakfast as in the food, what you want, like a big fry up, like some of the videos you've done. You fry the bacon and the bologna and the eggs. And
I do a lot of breakfast videos. I love
put them on a bun and you just eat it. Oh. I think one of the first ones I saw of yours I think it was something like that. It was just like this slab of bologna and you chucked it on the thing and I thought, this is the channel for me. I love that sort of cooking too, where it's all on the griddle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Simple man with a simple plan,
That's all it needs.
Oh, let's see here. Good God, we're related. Everything you have mentioned so far as tour faves are mine.
Yeah, so there you go. We even look the same.
Oh, Lord. Mike, I'm sorry, brother. Oh, just teasing, man. Just teasing. Let's see. Patrick is saucy. Yeah, he is. You got that right, Karen. He sure is.
I'm the sauce man. That's right.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a couple more here, I think. Kelly's Kitchen's in the house with us. Good to have you, Kelly. I just subscribed to her channel the other day. Hadn't been subscribed to her very long. You guys go check her out. And Barbecue Shack's in the house. Mr. Cast Iron live in person. Good to have you, buddy. Good to see you, man. All right. Well, let me ask you another technical question. Now, we all have our favorite equipment that we like to cook on. Of course, me being cast iron, I love anything cast iron. So what favorite piece of cooking equipment do you prefer? Or is it the one that you would most likely want to cook on versus anything else? Barbecue grill.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one. About a year ago, shortly after I started doing these videos, actually, my oven blew up and I turned it on and the power went off. There's something wrong with the electrics and it's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix and all of this sort of stuff. So I've got an oven there that just sits there now. I had the stove top with the 4 burners. They don't work. So I had a toaster oven anyway. So now all I use is a toaster oven. That's all I'm cooking. And I've got just an electric hot plate that I plug in. That's all I got.
Hot plate.
It's induction electric hot plate that you plug into the wall.
Yeah.
So you can fry and boil stuff on. But all I use is the toaster oven. It's a nice little oven. It's a mini oven. It sits on the bench.
Yeah.
And that's normally, it's a lot easier to cook in that, than fry stuff in here, because I live in such a little place. The smoke alarm's always going off, and
Yeah.
all that. So toaster oven, that's my favourite cooking appliance, basically.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Yep.
Mike says high cholesterol or low cholesterol. My cooking is high cholesterol.
Yeah, I would say, especially those earlier videos I used to watch of yours, Mike, it's definitely not low cholesterol. Definitely not.
Bacon,
Bacon, mate. Yeah.
All right. Polly says, Patrick, is there a method of cooking you have not tried but would love to try?
That's a good one. There's most methods I haven't tried. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, some of the channels I watch, like Hungry Man and a few others, are just so technical. They know their cooking's phenomenal, and I can't even understand what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Sous videing is something I've never tried.
Yeah.
Only because I just can't be bothered, to be honest. I love watching it, but look, what type of cooking method? Well, what about you, Mike?
I don't know if Billy's still in the house, Strong's Adventure, but he does some stuff on the fire pit. I mean, I do fire pit cooking and everything, but there's some things that some of those guys, man, they're and he built a fire pit. Oh gosh, what could I call that? I'm sure he's got a technical name for it, but you'd have to go check it out. It's one of his most popular videos. But he built this fire pit rack and hooks and all kinds of things, and he built that, and it's really cool. Right. But you'd have to do some serious cooking on that. I mean, it'd be a big cook.
I've just remembered, that's just got me thinking that something I'd love to try is the Aborigines here in Australia have a tradition. It's probably in other cultures too, where they dig a big hole, fill it with coals, and wrap it could be a kangaroo or something, and they just bury it and leave it for hours underground, under the earth.
Yeah,
I'd love to try something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we do not Aborigine or whatever, but we do pig or hogs that way. Cook a hog in a pit like that, and I've never done that. I've always wanted to do that. A whole hog.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh yeah, whole hog, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darnell's got to run. He says, "Good evening, all. Sorry I haven't been active in the chat. I've been watching and listening, though. Has to get all my cooking tools and stuff put away from my holiday food sale." All right, cool. Appreciate you, Darnell.
Thanks, Darnell. Does Darnell have a channel?
Yes.
He does he? I'll have a look.
You guys go check him out. Go check him out. Awesome. Billy said he's in and out changing a faucet for Rhonda. So he's got honeydews to do. So anyway, Billy, we were talking about your fire pit rack and shelves and everything that you built. I just that's so cool. You guys hadn't seen that, you need to go check it out. Let's see. I thought I just missed a question there. Anyway. Maybe not. I love to barbecue, to be honest, over fire. Don't get a chance to do it as much as I like. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like open fire pit cooking.
I wish I could do more of it. I wish I could do it at all.
Yeah.
Just can't here. No outdoor area. It's ironic because I watch so many barbecue shows. Maybe that's why I love them so much, because it's, I can't, I don't have that ability to do it. So,
yeah.
So I just wish that I did. Because I love smoking, smoked food, I love the stuff, but
yeah,
a bit limiting, tiny apartment.
Well, what's the one cooking utensil that you just can't do without?
I'll show you.
Okay.
It's this thing. Let me get it on the.
Yeah. To chop up your hamburger.
Yeah. It is. Someone gave it to me as a Christmas present about 5 years ago, and it's brilliant. You can chop up meat and stuff with it. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
I don't know.
Let's call it the thing. It's a thing.
Big Gaz is in the house. Good to have you with us. He says, good A, Strong's Adventure, Billy Mate. So good to have you with us. Pete says, New Zealand ground oven is called a hangi.
Yeah. That's right. The marriage to New Zealanders.
That fascinates me. I went to Hawaii one time years ago. It's, gosh, 25, almost 30 years now, it seems like. And I went to a luau where they cooked a whole hog.
Oh, beautiful.
I always wanted to do that, and I've never done that. I don't know why. But anyway, I would want to do it. I would prefer to do it with someone that has done it, that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. That's right. You want someone there mentoring for sure. Because I could see how you could get it really wrong if you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, that's right. Make a lot of people sick, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, that's right. What does my cousin want to know? Why aren't I drinking tonight? Because it's not tonight yet, mate. It's only midday. I'm just sobering up. He doesn't let up, my cousin. He really doesn't.
Sweet or spicy barbecue sauce?
Spicy any day.
Spicy any day.
Yep, absolutely.
Kelly says she's got it figured out. She says, I think it's a masher.
Yeah, it's called, it's called something like a masher. But that's what it does. It mashes things. So.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use those.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Let's see. Ginger Snap Kitchen's in the house. Thinks it's a meat chopper. Good to have you. Just subscribe to their channel, and good to have y'all with us. Let's see. Okay, that's all the questions in the chat there for now. Baseball or football?
Well, listen. Over here, we don't have that game where they put the helmets on and all of that. We do it without helmets. Yeah. It's called Australian rules football.
Yeah, rugby or something like that, right?
It's not rugby. We have rugby too. That's even. I tell you what, if you want to see a rough game, watch rugby.
Yeah.
And those guys they're built like tanks, and there's no padding or nothing.
Yeah.
They're just like a freight train into each other. But AFL here is massive. It's a huge Australian rules football. It's a same shaped ball and all that, but they kick it and run with it and all that sort of stuff. But no padding. It's a rough game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't really understand. I think I understand baseball, but when I look at American football, I don't even know what's going on. I just look at what are they doing?
We don't either usually, you know.
I understand it. At least with baseball, I sort of get it. You have to run around the thing and hit the thing and all that. But
yeah. Well, let me ask you something personal. What did you want to be when you? Yeah, look at him. What did you want to be when you were a child?
Oh, geez, that's funny. That's a good question for me because I haven't often been asked that, but I used to know people like kids I grew up with, and they always, a lot of them had a clear idea of what I want to do this, I want to be that, and they went on and did that. But I was never like that. I think my cooking channel's a bit similar to my life. Every day I just get up and whatever. I went to studied music as a kid. I studied classical music, and then just quit university. I couldn't stand it anymore and went and became a headbanger. Played heavy metal, death metal.
Yeah. Just
like that. Moved to America because I met someone. I got married. And my life's been like that. I ended up back in Australia working on, I've done all sorts of things, and it's never been a set plan. The last thing I ever would have thought would be that I'd be sitting here now because of a YouTube channel.
Yeah, really.
That's another example, just
Yeah.
my life. I've never been someone that's had a set, like goal and said, right, I'm going to do that. It's just been random. I don't know why. It just is.
Yeah. So you met somebody over here in America or in Australia?
Yeah. No, I met a woman over in America and got married.
You still married?
Oh, no. Divorced many years. Yeah. No, it didn't work.
You still play?
Nothing. It wasn't a terrible, horrible divorce or anything, but yeah, it just, I was too young and all that sort of stuff. So, but it was, it was 5 years I was there and I loved it. Because back then I was into music and bands and stuff, and I was saw some of the bands I would never have had a chance to see because they all come through New York,
Yeah, absolutely.
But back then in the 90s, no one was coming to Australia, none of the big bands I liked, so I loved it. It was huge, massive, fantastic, great time.
What was the best concert you seen?
Oh, Slayer at the Roseland Ball. I think it was Roseland Ballroom in New York City. They were phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Yeah. I got knocked out at that show.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. First time I've ever been. Some guy came up behind me, bang, down I went.
Wow.
I was proud of it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You've got to get knocked out at a Slayer concert, mate.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, with that kind of name of a band. You got to get slayed, right?
It makes no sense, Mike. No sense. It's nonsense, but it happened,
Yeah. I've been to some pretty wild concerts, man, myself. I was more of a what they call classic rock now, old Southern rock and roll. ZZ Top, Leonard Skinner,
Love it.
Charlie Daniels, Molly Hatchet, Marshall Tucker Band. I've seen Ted Nugent I don't know how many times. I've seen.
I love the Huge.
Yeah. Matter of fact, hey, I got something. Let me show you something.
Craig, you're in ZZ Top, aren't you?
Yeah. Look at what Teresa made me out of all the concert T-shirts I had.
Wow. Very cool.
I don't think you can see them all, but anyway, Rolling Stones. There's Skinner, Steve Miller Band. Oh, just a ton of. I don't know how many concert T-shirts I had, but she made me a blanket out of it. And
wow.
So that was pretty cool present.
That is very cool. That is very cool.
Yeah. I wished I had all the money I've spent on concerts,
Well, sorry, just before we lose it there, Paulie wants to know if I like Vegemite. Of course, mate. I love it.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. We got talking about rock and roll. I got sidetracked here.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a good way to get sidetracked.
Can you click on the comments and pull them up, or is that just my option? I guess.
Only you can do that.
Huh?
Only you can do that. I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Now, listen, Paulie, don't listen to anyone that says Marmite is better. Vegemite is the best. And I'm sorry you didn't like it. It's delicious, mate. And what does he say? So was the lot on a hamburger? No, they didn't put the lot. They didn't put beetroot on it.
Yeah. Cooking with this guy says you should do some drumming videos. Do you still play the drums?
Well, I'm waiting for Craig because he's in ZZ Top, of course, as we know. And I'm waiting for Craig to be freed up so we can do a bit of, maybe an online thing. I'll play the drums. He can play guitar, but he's very busy in ZZ Top, Craig is.
Yeah, I love his beard, man.
He's very humble. He doesn't talk about it.
Well, I got him to talk about it right off the bat the other night, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we missed you. You wasn't here, but that's okay. We've got tough skin. We're not, it hurt our feelings, but.
That was an example. I mean, I've watched the whole thing since, but it's not the same. I love being there live. It's great because you get to ask questions.
Yeah. Let's see. Not for most Yanks, been to Australia a dozen times. Huh.
Oh, have you, Paulie? Okay. Back to Australia. That's maybe for work or something.
Yeah, Paulie was in the Navy for.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course he was. Yeah.
Yeah, a long time. So.
That'd be why. Yeah, absolutely.
Mark, he's up in Maine. Mark and Rosa. He said Rolling Stones. Yeah, I've seen the Stones twice. That's
What were they like?
it was a wild concert. The first time I've seen them was like in 1980. I forget, 81, 82. I don't even remember now. But it's we set a world indoor record for a concert. Most people on indoor in the Superdome in New Orleans. That was a wild, man.
Yeah.
Me and a couple guys from this area drove all the way down there, and back in the partying days, we partied all the way down, all the way back.
Bet you did. I bet you did.
So, and then later on,
the good old days.
Yeah. Then later on, I seen Stones again. I want to say it was in Dallas, Texas, if I remember right. Cotton Bowl, I believe, in Dallas. Yeah.
Gee, Craig asked me earlier what my favourite rock band is, and that's another hard one. That's like asking me what my favourite food is.
Yeah.
But it's definitely heavy metal, death metal, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll be going all day.
Yeah.
There's a band in Australia called The Mark of Cain that no one would have heard of over there. They are sensational. Love them. Yeah, so there's so many.
Yeah.
And there's another one, the dude, my cousin, he plays the bass. So we got the dude on the bass, we got me on the drums, we got Craig on guitar, and we've got, what can we have you do, Mike? Can you play an instrument?
Well, I mean, about the only thing I can pick or blow is my nose.
That'll do. That'll do. That'll probably be better than what we're playing. But that's all right. We don't care. It's all part of the fun.
No, actually, believe it or not, I actually rub some skins too. I play the drums a little bit too, man. Yeah.
Well, we can share the duties.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
I was picking you for the lead singer, actually. Just a thought.
No, Teresa says if I do a solo, I need to do it solo. Nobody else can hear me. So.
Yeah, and Pete can do the catering.
Yeah. Yeah, the lazy cook, it has the lazy cook that has like 19 different ingredients in his. He just cooks.
Yeah. Yeah, and he uses all these exotic things, all these spices and things, and you just think, wow, it's amazing.
Billy said the only stones most of us see now are kidney stones.
See now, Pete, if you look there, the dude likes Vegemite. So
yeah,
let that be a lesson to you, okay? And he's being honest.
Yeah.
I know, Mike, you're staying out of this, but,
I have to be neutral. I love both of you guys, so I have to remain neutral on this.
So. No good sitting on a fence. We don't like that.
I know, Yeah.
And I know that deep down it's Vegemite.
Max says ZZ Top's nationwide. I'm bad. I'm nationwide is his favorite.
Yeah.
So that was a good tune. I
like. Who was it saying? Who was it? Someone was saying that they'd met someone in ZZ Top. It might have been Craig. Met Billy Gibbons, or maybe it was Pickles. Maybe it was Charlie.
Pickles said that. Pickles did that on Pete's channel. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. He met Billy Gibbons. I think Craig's met bloody James Hetfield or something from Metallica.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But being in ZZ Top, he would meet some of the big stars.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's see.
Pete, you see, I'm at a disadvantage here because I can't swear on this channel. But Pete's just, He's poking the bear here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is rough, Mike. It's rough.
He's poking the bear. I get it.
I think you should boot him. Get him out.
Do I need to kick him out? Nah, we'll leave him in for just a minute. All right, I got a couple more questions for you, man. We're going a lot longer than I thought we was going to go, but I'm glad, man. I've had a good time. This went by real quick, but I never did get to all the questions that I had. But do you have any hobbies?
Well, I used to be a massive Xbox gaming. That's all I used to do. That used to be what now is YouTube for me, because I just don't. I mean, you can't. I just do not have time. For both. I can't. I'd love to, and I really miss it. I really miss the gaming, but as soon as this YouTube thing started, it just you know how much time it takes.
Yeah, it takes all your time.
It does. Yeah.
Teresa says I love YouTube more than her.
Of course that's not true, is it, Mike?
That's not true. No, she knows better than that. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's right. How about movies, man? I know you got that Cary Grant back there.
Blade Runner is my favorite movie of all time.
Blade Runner is your favorite movie.
Familiar with it?
Yeah.
It was, yes, I've seen it probably 50 times. I just love it. I used to go every Sunday night. They used to have it at a theatre, an old theatre in Northcote, which isn't too far from here. And they used to play that every Sunday night, and it would be that and Clockwork Orange. They'd play every Sunday night. And I would go for the Blade Runner was first. I would go and watch that, and I would leave. Never stayed for Clockwork Orange, but I'd go there every Sunday night. Strange, isn't it? I'm a strange person, really, when I think about it.
Yeah, well, I've been asking you, what's that one thing nobody knows about you? Huh?
Maybe that's the thing. Yeah, that could be it.
You've danced around that all night long, man. I can't believe you do that to me.
And I can't even dance.
You don't even dance when nobody's watching?
No.
You mean when that
usually I'm too drunk.
Yeah, well, when you find that good tune or epidemic sound, do you not jump around a little bit and get into it a little? I mean, you've got the rhythm. If you're a drummer, you've got the rhythm. I know that.
Yeah. Like I say, I mean, I'm an alcoholic, so I just fall over all the time. Pete Thomas interviewed BB King. What the? And Bob Geldof?
That's what he's saying, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, was that like on a chat show, like Parkinson or something? No, that's very cool.
Paulie says when he was in Darwin, Australia, a nice guy gave him some crocodile meat. Do you prepare it or do you prefer it?
Well, I've done videos on it. I've did a crocodile burger or something, or sandwich. It's okay, but it's quite expensive, and I think I'd just rather have chicken or something. It tastes a bit chickeny, a bit fishy.
Yeah.
It's okay, but I think it's way too overpriced here. It's probably not up in Darwin. It'll be a lot more common up there, but that's the other end of the world from here. Where I am. Yeah.
So do you sing in the shower?
Well, what I want to know is how does the dude know that?
Well, that's what I was wondering, but I wasn't going to say that.
I'm going to have a look around for.
Yeah.
He's had someone come. You know how you hear about that? They break in and they put surveillance things. Obviously, the dude's got something happening there. He's got contacts, or maybe it was Pete Thomas.
Big Gaz says, "Have a good day, Patrick. Have to head out and milk my emu herd."
Mate.
All right, brother. Nice to meet you too. Peace.
Is Gaz from Australia? No. Yes. It has to be from Gaz. Gaz is a very.
I don't know if he's got a channel. I'm going to have to go back and check him out.
On you, Gaz.
Mr. Eric says, Uncle Mike, I've got to go now. Working on a video. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Okay, buddy. Boom.
Hey, Eric.
See you, man. Pete says, no, I'm sorry. Darnell's back with us. Patrick, if you had to move back to the U.S., what state would you choose?
Oh, well, it would be somewhere southern, down south, probably Texas. Something like that. Maybe Arkansas.
Yeah. I would really like to move back to Texas sometime. I don't know that it'll ever happen, but Anyway,
Why is that?
well, I mean, right now, I initially moved back to Arkansas to be closer to my mother and dad in their later years, and they've both since passed away, and I just stayed here. And of course, when me and Teresa met and married, she's from this area, and her mother was living at the time. She's since passed, and but her dad's still living. He's 82 this a couple days ago on the 21st. And so we wouldn't go anywhere now, until maybe, if whenever that time comes, we may make a choice then. But I don't. Texas is great. I love it though. It was always good to me. So.
Yeah, I'd love the place fascinates me. All of the South, really, Texas in particular. It's a big place, Texas.
Teresa says, "Bye, Eric. You're awesome." Patrick, crack a beer. Cousin Dude's working on a dozen White Russians.
Mike, what should I do? Should I do that?
I don't know. Polly's got.
Is there drinking allowed on your channel? Do you allow drinking on your channel?
I mean, that's up to you. I don't.
Sure.
I drink water and coffee.
Well.
Mike, Patrick, Polly says I best be going as well. Appreciate you, Polly.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, Polly.
Get in here.
Enjoy the crocodile. Enjoy the crocodile.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, let's see. Well, since you don't dance, or you don't dance in the shower, or you're afraid that someone's caught you and you're afraid to admit it, let me ask you something. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I'd give it all to you, Mike.
Oh, you're all right, man. I hope you win.
Hey?
Yeah.
No, I'd give it all to you. No, look, I don't know. I tell you, probably what I would do is not tell anyone, because I've had that, that thing where you imagine if you were overnight a multi-millionaire, the people that would suddenly come out of the woodwork, people, long lost friends that you haven't seen. Oh, how are you, Patrick?
Oh, yeah.
Money?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know who to trust. But not actually. You hear stories of a lot of people who win the lottery who it destroys them.
Yeah.
You hear stories. I mean, I'd like to try it and see, but
that's true.
I would probably move to Tassie. Definitely, because I want to retire in Tasmania.
Yeah.
And buy a nice place on the ocean, on the beach, and just get drunk. That's what I'd do.
What's so special about Tasmania?
It's the climate, for one thing, really suits me. It's cold, but it gets warm in the summer, but it's really cold. It's pristine. There's nobody there. That's another good thing. It's just quiet, tranquil. The good, beautiful beaches, scenery. Yeah, love it. Everything about it.
And for the grills in the house, good to have you. He said I'd help a lot of people. Jerry Ellen says my husband said if he won $1 million, it would take me 3 to find him. So surely not. No. Oh yeah.
Just one more thing on that. That's a good point. So who said it? I would help in for the grill. I'd help a lot of people. I mean, there'd be nothing worse than you have all this money and no one to share it with. So all your friends, I just give them all a percentage so that we could all have a good time together.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it'd be miserable just sitting there all on your own, wouldn't it? Just with all that money and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're down in Tasmania when nobody's around, I mean, it wouldn't matter, right?
Yeah, but I'd fly everyone down there. I might even fly Pete Thomas down there.
Oh wow.
Maybe.
Wow, you're getting generous, aren't you?
Well, I know. That's the kind of guy I am, Mike. That's the Australian way, mate. We're all very generous.
Yeah, I understand. I'm with you, brother.
I'll put it this way. My jar of Vegemite is your jar of Vegemite.
You're my kind of dude, man. I knew there was something about you I liked. I just couldn't figure it out.
You don't think too hard about it. Don't think too hard.
No, you're a lot of fun, man. You're a good sport and everything, and so I'm probably going to go ahead and get ready and wind down. I didn't anticipate us going this long, but I just got one thing. If you had one thing to say to your audience or whoever's left in the chat room tonight, but your audience, your subscribers, what would you like to say to everybody?
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe, huh?
Don't waste your time. It's just awful. I don't know why you even have subscribed.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Sorry, what was the question? What do I want to say to them?
Yeah, what would you say to your subscribers or everybody in the chat room before we go?
Oh, thanks. Just thanks for showing up at all, paying and watching anything, because I don't expect. It's funny when you watch other people's channels, and I'm a huge cheerleader for so many of them.
Right.
When it's you in the spotlight, it's different. I don't expect that. I can't even believe that people watch it. Or even. But it's good that they do. I love it. But it's a strange feeling.
That is a great thing about YouTube. Everybody's so diverse. Everybody's so different. And you have to be. I mean, you can't model someone. I mean, you can kind of maybe model after someone, but you certainly don't want to mimic someone. You want to be yourself.
Just be yourself. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely. Well, Patrick,
because that's the most interesting thing about all these channels, that they're all different. It's great personalities. Because it comes through.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because you can copy a recipe. I mean, we've all seen, everything's been done before. How many hamburger videos are there? But it's how you do it, and it's how you present it.
Right.
Because it's you're unique, So that's why I could watch 100 hamburger videos, and if they're all got something unique about them, like as in the person that's doing it, I don't get bored,
Well, and that gives you plenty of content too, because you can make yours however you want, according to whatever recipe it is, you can make it your own. So we always have unlimited content really to create if we want to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, listen, buddy, I'm gonna wind down here. We certainly appreciate you being with us. You've been a great sport. We love your channel. We love you as a person, and you're a great guy. And I'm really proud to say you're a friend of mine.
Likewise. Awesome. Thanks so much, mate.
Okay, well, everybody, good to have everybody in the chat room. Glad you guys are here with us. And if you've not yet subscribed to Patrick's channel, go over to Paddy Joe Cooking and hit the subscribe button. Watch some of his videos. Leave a comment and thumbs up to him and everything. Be sure to come in tomorrow night if you guys didn't have anything to do. We're going to be interviewing Dave with Dave the Bomb Smokes. And so we're going to have a good time. And we appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. It's Mike over here at Mr. Cast Iron. We'll see you later.
See ya.